Welcome back to the Kentucky Center for African American Heritage. We are taking to the stage now to kind of bring to life the visitor experience here. This is the Your Valet Shop stage, setting the stage for the story of Walnut Street. I'm with Ed Hamilton, familiar face here to Great Day Live viewers, Marjorie Marshall, also a familiar face. You know, Ed, this stage, this set is an exact replica of your family's barbershop.
Indeed. This is where I literally grew up as a child on 6th and Walnut Streets.
Like I walked in earlier and you're sitting in the chair super comfortably.
Mama's barber chair. This is it. This is it. And you know, the barber shops were the arbiters of communication, knowledge about what's going on in the community, as well as the beauty parlors. You'd find out who has passed, who's moving on to newer upper steps or whatever. So this is what barbershops were about. Communication and
it's like
getting
community epicenters.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
so much so
That's
like
right.
Walnut Street being that
That's
cultural
right.
epicenter.
That's
And Marjorie Marshall's playing such a key role in that because this is also part of a performance.
Yes.
You are telling Marianne Fisher's story
Yes.
here on this stage.
Absolutely.
Because the Lyric Theater, correct me if I'm wrong, was right next to Ed's barbershop.
Right, absolutely.
It all comes full circle here.
Absolutely it does, yes.
Why was it important for you to tell her story?
Because she never had an opportunity to tell it herself. She told it to all who listened, and she became an integral part of all of our lives here in Louisville, being born in Henderson, Kentucky. But it was most important for me because our lives kind of married.
And you knew her really, really well.
Yes,
Yeah.
for 18 years. We presented her with the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Louisville Association of Music Performers, and we became fast friends, and she became my mentor and my guide. So portraying her as the iconic person that she was, it's just been an honor for me. Absolute honor.
And like you said, whenever Ray Charles would come into town or
Oh,
musician, she'd give you a call and say, "Let's go."
That's right. That's right. We'd ride on down the road and have a wonderful time. And of course, I got to hear and listen to the banter back and forth between her and Ray Charles, and that was an awesome experience within itself. They still had that camaraderie and friendship.
Right.
And love. Yes.
And I'm going to ask you the same question too that we're going to talk about here. Why is performance? How does that explain experience to people? I mean, to tell her story, to tell it on the stage, what are we explaining to the audience, and why is that so important to the center?
The reality of who she was as a person, as Ed experienced growing up there, amongst this, our people, our culture, and the things that were important for us, and that, the only thing that you can do in life is be you. And if you get an opportunity to do that, you've done it all. So no matter the circumstances, you still get to live your dream. You still get to be in your reality. You get to be all that you can be, in other words. So Marianne, even though her life started out tragically, and in many instances, the abuse that she suffered throughout her life never made her a bitter woman. She was a happy, energetic, giving, loving woman. And then in itself came out in her music. That's what made her so phenomenal. Because if you listen to the catalog of her music today, it's timeless. It's classic. It'll always be. She's always telling her truth. And that's what she got to live through her music, her truth. Not someone else's.
That's what you get to do too.
That's what I get to do too. Yeah, she got to live her truth through her music. And given the experience that she, in the Lyric Theater, when she won the talent show and became named by William Summers III and Frank Stanley Jr., Songbird of the South, that was her. That did it for her. That was her epoch, So yeah, it was wonderful.
Edward, you're an artist, so you understand so much how important sharing that helps people step in. We want it to step into your shoes and understand.
Right. And when we go down Muhammad Ali now, from 6 down, there's nothing. But we keep the dream alive. We keep our memories of the past alive when we are able to be able to see and interact with these existing pieces that no longer exist building-wise, you see. And it's so important that when people come here and see the connection to the history of Old Walnut Street. And bottom line is there were a lot of restaurants, a lot of entertainment places, but there were a lot of businesses, and that's what was most important. We had a business center, and you know, that is what the key was to my dad having his shop, me growing up, having a business mind as I move on into my life. And that's so important for young people to see that.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't start today. It started back in the past, and we have to keep the past alive
And
to know where we're going for the future.
And I hope this stirs that conversation of where are we going in the future.
I hope it does.
Right.
And Kentucky Center has done a marvelous job. And thank God I held on to these pieces. Oh my God.
All original, right?
All original. Even to my skates.
Are those your roller skates?
Oh, I roller skate. I would escape onto the sidewalks with my roller skates. I was free.
Oh. Ed, Marjorie,
thank you so much.
thank you so much
Thank you.
for not just only sharing your stories, but sharing your passion and your excitement. And I know that our viewers can certainly see that. So if you would like to learn more or visit, all you have to do is go to kcaah.org.